Hello, friends and family. My name is Ryan, and today I would like to talk about finding your life's purpose. What's a life's purpose? A lot of people, that definition varies, but for most people, a lack of purpose in life, a lack of purpose in life is a massive and extremely common source of some of the deepest and darkest depression a person can endure. So let's talk about a life's purpose. A lot of times people regard that as a potential career or a title. Sometimes people look internally to find their purpose in life. What's my niche? Where do I fit in this world? What's something I can do that no one else can? And in seeking a life's purpose, a lot of people treat their search like a measure of aptitude. If your life's purpose is internal, external, you'll find it. And you'll find it in your own time. But it's been my experience, and when I do these videos, I'll speak from my experience, not from a textbook or anything else, because I can't speak for anyone but myself. But real world experience is far more valuable than textbook knowledge by leaps and bounds, and that's a fact. So it's been my personal experience that in order to find anything in the future, I need to do my research in the past. Now, dwelling on the past is incredibly unhealthy in a lot of respects, but remembering the past and learning from it and knowing where to draw that line between remembering and dwelling is essential. Looking back at the past, I can see my mistakes. I can see where I've come up short. I can see where I have room for improvement. I know what does and doesn't work for me. Looking back at the past also gives me an opportunity to get a good gauge on what to expect from my future, as history often repeats itself. However, it's also up to us to shape our own destinies, and therefore, if something in my past wasn't ideal, I now, by looking back, have the power to fix that. So, let's talk briefly about when we're searching for life's purposes, what things from the past we should be looking for. Now, if you feel your life's purpose is career or title based, let's take a look at some of the things in the past you might not have succeeded at that you were passionate about. And instead of writing those off as, this isn't going to work for me, I need to try something new, break it down a little smaller. Find out what part of that grand scheme didn't work, and take that part and figure out if you can or can't improve upon it. For me, my dream was always to serve in the United States Army. In my youth, I made a lot of mistakes. So knowing that I wanted to serve, required not just in the moment making the admission I wanted to change my life, but looking back at my past and looking through every single thing where I came up short and disqualified myself and what I can do to fix each thing, but taking it one at a time so as not to get overwhelmed. If I came up short in a moral standing, well, now I need to work on my character. If I came up short in a physical way, well, now I need to figure out if it's something I can't fix. Now, there are things in life that you can't fix. And there are some hardships that we just have to accept and keep moving forward through. If what I needed to fix to join the Army was going to be something I couldn't fix, it's not necessarily that I need to give up on my dream of joining the Army, but it is that I have to accept the possibility or even the likelihood that that is not my life's purpose, and I can still try for it, but my purpose is something else, and everyone has a purpose for being here, whether it's a career or a title or it's something internal. I've also found that your life's purpose does not have to be just one thing. My purpose in life is going to be, and I haven't found it yet, I'm still searching like all the rest of you, but I'm a lot closer today than I ever used to be, and that's why I'm making this video. The one thing I've always wanted to be more than a soldier was a husband and father. And today I am. And that, raising kids is a great purpose in life. But for me, I feel like that lacks a little individual identity. And now here's where we get to the real meat and potatoes of finding your life's purpose. People feel their life's purpose generally centers around their identity. And when you don't know who you are, you don't know what you are. For me, I know I'm a father, and I'm a devoted father. I'm not always a good father, but I do always try. I'm learning and growing every day alongside my children. They teach me more than I teach them. So in looking for my life's purpose, I first need to take a look back at, some of my aptitudes, things I'm good at, things I'm not good at, things that I've come up short on, areas I need improvement, and those can be found in the past. But now I also need to figure out who I am, and that can be found right here in the present. Who I am. Break it down into character traits. Well, I'm a loving person, but I'm an angry person. So, empower the love, work on anger management. Here we are today with a great deal of growth and experience. I know I'm an artistic person, but I'm also a good laborer. That tends to boast well in a lot of engineering fields and things that involve schematical problem solving. I can look at pretty much anything and see the schematics of how it all goes together. So maybe fixing things for the good of the world around me, helping my community in ways that repairs and restores things, or even makes things more delightful to look at and be around, things that improve upon people's mental health. I also know that as far as other people go, I'm very concerned with their well-being, much less concerned with their personal decisions, but more about a big picture. I'm horrible at seeing the here and now, but I'm very strong at taking in the bigger picture. So I have areas where I need improvement. I know where I need improvement, and I can work on those every day. I also know what my strengths are. That helps me identify who I am as a person. Who I am as a person is a loving and caring person who has a gentle and soft heart, but a strong defensive person who has a tough fist. I am happy to protect the weak and grateful to bring down the aggressive. However, I am never satisfied with just conflict. There has to be a positive outcome. And I believe almost all conflict can be settled with words, not with fists. So that gives me a strong temperament, and that helps me further identify who I am. So if you're trying to figure out what your purpose is in life, it's not as overwhelming as it may seem. And you don't need to find out your life's purpose right here and now. You might not find it until you're on your deathbed, but the journey is everything. So figure out who you are, and the rest will fall into place. Look to the past for your aptitudes, your strengths and weaknesses. Look to the present for your traits, and then look forward to your future. Keep moving forward, because you'll find your purpose. I will too someday. Thanks for listening.